Good morning, Jerry.
Oh, how you, Jerry's doing?
Great, Jerry.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jerry. Oh, Jerry, you know, it's not even morning. It's almost 6 p.m., Jerry.
Jerry, you corrected me, and I just feel dumb now.
Jerry, it's okay. Don't feel bad about yourself, Jerry. Well, okay, Jerry. So I thought we'd try something new today where we can, you know, maybe tell a couple stories about ourselves.
That sounds really swell. I would love to do that.
You know, so for starters, I was walking down the stairs after I came in.
No way.
I tripped down the stairs.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
It was terrible, Jerry. I fell. I hit my face on the corner of the stairs. My tooth popped right out of its scabbard. Fell right down my windpipe.
Are you serious?
I said, ram it!
Jerry, I would have said the same exact line.
I know you would, Jerry.
That reminds me of a story that happened to me 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I bet it's a good one, Jerry.
I invited my old Steph over, and we were having dinner, right?
Oh, I love Steph.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We were eating dinner, right? Roast beef with corn on the side. Can you believe that?
On the side, Jerry? Oh, Jerry.
Anyway, a fly came in, right? It flew right in my earlobe.
Jerry, while you were eating?
Yes.
It just invited itself in?
Yes. What? Corn was in my mouth. I was chewing it right in my earlobe.
That fly had no manners, Jerry.
It didn't. I asked it, hey, why did you come to me, fly? Why didn't you go to Steph? It didn't even answer me.
Jerry, I've never...
Can you believe that?
Jerry, I've never met somebody so rude. I can't even. So, Jerry, have you ever shit yourself or not?
Jerry, I have many of times.
Oh, ram it!
There was this one time I was still in my diapers and I was walking.
That was a fun time, Jerry.
It was. I was walking down my old hallway. I think I tripped, landed right on my elbow.
Jerry.
And next thing I knew, shot flew right down my pant leg. And I said to myself,
Jerry.
"Oh darn it!" And that was about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's gotta be awful, Jerry. You know, speaking of that, one time. Oh, I had to go to the bathroom real bad. It was a crap. I was in the store. It was bad. I could not wait to get home. I had to go so bad. I finally got home. I went inside. I crapped. It was magnificent. It just slid right out.
That is really good.
It was fantastic. Now, the bad part was I looked up and there was no toilet paper in there with me.
Oh, no. That can't happen. That's my worst fear.
Now, Jerry, I'm not proud of what I did. I took off my pants and I used my trousers.
No way did you just do that.
I took them right off. I used my trousers, and I'm still wearing them today. I haven't cleaned them. I haven't really got around to it.
I would expect you to have like sticky ass or something like that.
Oh, I got prolapsed anus, Jerry. It was terrible. Oh, I mean, ram it!
You know, that reminds. I said that's my worst fear of having no toilet paper after I take a crap.
Of course, Jerry. It's awful.
But you know, that happened to me when I was 4 years old. Can you believe that?
Jerry, how did you cope with it?
You know,
a 4-year-old can't take that kind of trauma.
I'll be honest, I did use my finger. I used my finger to wipe that shit off my bunghole.
Jerry.
And
you used... Jerry, wait. Now, hang on. You couldn't have got it all on one finger. There's gotta be more left.
I used my whole hand to get all that off. I would make sure it was licked clean.
Jerry, that is terrible. You know, ram it!
And then afterwards, I'll be honest, I wasn't really big on the hygiene thing. I walked right out of there, not washed my hands, and I got in trouble. Can you believe that?
Jerry, that's terrible. You know, that reminds me. I woke up one day, right?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I walked outside to my Chevy. I drove right to Home Depot because I needed a new window. There was a draft in my room. You know, it was summer, so it felt pretty good. But I just couldn't stand it anymore. I got to Home Depot, and I saw the man, and I said, "Do you know where any tires are?" And he said,
"Tires?
Oh, yeah, let's just come on down to the back." And I said, "Oh, that sounds swell." Okay, Jerry. So we're walking down to the back, and I see a brand new tire. I thought, I could really use some new tires. And so I told the man, he said, "Well, that's swell. We got a 2-for-1 deal right now." I said, "That's perfect. I'll take 4. I'll get a whole set." And he said, "Oh, okay, just come on down to the back. We'll ring you up." And so, wouldn't you know it, I got my tires switched out on my Chevy. Yeah. And I drove home, and I forgot the window, Jerry.
Are you serious, Jerry?
Jerry.
That is
awful.
crazy.
I still have a draft in there to this day.
Wow, that is I can't even imagine to have that draft.
Jerry, it's terrible, Jerry. You don't even know, man.
Now, that reminds me of a story.
Oh. What happened here?
You know, you said you have a draft in yours. I wish I had a draft, to be honest.
Why is that, Jerry?
I wake up in the middle of the night, sweat dripping off my forehead onto my pillow.
You can't even get tired.
I can't.
You just lay there and let it happen. You know, but Jerry, you see, I have allergies. When the draft comes in, it brings in pollen, and it makes my nose all stuffy, and I just can't even breathe. It's awful, Jerry.
You know, one time, that reminds me, I woke up one time with a stuffy nose. I got tweezers and pulled out a cylinder of booger out of my nostril.
Jerry, was it perfectly shaped?
Yeah, it was a perfect cylinder of straight, solid booger.
Jerry,
the end of it had a little bit of snot.
Oh, Jerry. I mean, ram it!
That's what I'm saying, Jerry.
That sounds terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay, Jerry. So, I was just thinking, have you ever been walking in the city streets and you seen a pigeon?
Yes.
And it wasn't really a pigeon?
Yes, multiple times.
It was a squirrel. That happened to me yesterday. I didn't even know.
You know, I think mine...
Not until I was a foot away from it did I see it wasn't a pigeon. Would you believe it, Jerry?
You know, I don't think you'll believe my story. I walked right up to the pigeon. It wasn't even a pigeon. Guess what it was?
What was it, Jerry?
It was a 12 to 15-year-old boy.
Jerry?
Can you believe that?
Jerry, that's a big difference, Jerry. How do you mix up a pigeon with a 12-year-old boy?
Its head was shaped in such a way that it had a beak.
The child did, Jerry?
The child had a beak.
What child had that? Oh my, I can't even fathom that, Jerry. I mean, ram it!
That's what I'm saying. I said the same exact thing straight to his loose nose hairs. I said, ram it.
Jerry?
And do you know what he said?
Well, what did he say, Jerry?
He said, can you believe that? guess what he said. Bless you.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Guess what he said.
What did he say, Jerry?
Guess. You have to guess.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say he got right up in there and called you a faggot.
No, that's far from. He called me the worst name you can call someone. You know what that is, Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry. That's your name. I'm just joshing you, Jerry. What did he call you, Jerry?
He called me a shoulder-licking hobo. Can you believe
Jerry,
that?
You can't just say that in public, Jerry.
I said that to him. I actually touched his shoulder and said to get away from my kids.
You did the right thing.
And look at it, he didn't know I don't even have any kids.
That's astounding, Jerry. Well, you see, that reminds me. I was walking down the road. I saw a Negro standing there. He was big and buff, I tell you. He was a beefy Negro. I walked right up to him. I got in his face, and I said, ram it.
Did you seriously do that?
I said it, Jerry.
Why in tarnation would you do that, Jerry?
Jerry, I was feeling good. Jerry.
I can relate.
He
to that.
towered over me with he was easy 7'6". It was ridiculous with his kicks on. Anyway, I was so scared I shit myself and I ran home.
Did you really shit yourself?
I really did. I soiled another pair of trousers. They're still bad to this day. Of course, I washed them, but they got cut around the ring in the middle of the machine and they tore. I had to throw them out, Jerry.
Oh, that's really terrible, Jerry.
It's terrible, Jerry.
Jerry, that reminds me. I was also walking down the hallway. Not the hallway. What am I thinking? The hallway.
Oh, Jerry.
I was walking down this road.
Oh.
And I see this bar. So I say, hey, look, a bar. I walk right into it. Can you believe that?
Walked in?
I walked right into it.
Right in. Jerry, now that's some rude manners. You should be taken by a friend or an acquaintance.
I just walked right in. Just like
Jerry.
you said, I was feeling good that day.
That's a bad idea, Jerry.
I walked right in. I sat down.
You know, that's how people can lose their teeth.
Well, that's a funny story. I was one day, just kidding, Jerry. I'm still telling this story.
Oh, of course.
I sat down right next to this blonde chick, right?
Oh.
And I'll be honest, she was really fugly, but I still wanted to chat her up. I started talking. I asked her about, what kind of socks does she wear?
Oh, yeah, the basic question.
Yeah.
You gotta get that. the information from him before you
And
really
finally, I started asking about her loose nose hairs, and she said, "What are you talking about?" I told her my name was Jerry, and finally, this bald guy came up to me. He had a mustache the size of my foot. Can you believe that?
Jerry!
Do you know how big my foot is?
Jerry, you're like a size 13 or so.
I am a size 13.
Oh, you know what they
exactly.
say about people with big feet?
They wear big shoes, don't
Oh,
they?
of course, Jerry.
Anyway, he came right up to my face. His mustache was touching the upper lip of my lip.
Jerry, that's a little close. You can feel the water vapor right from his mouth.
I'll be honest, I could feel the microorganisms of his mustache crawling on to my lip.
Jerry, that's too close. What was he doing so close to you?
He looked straight at me and he said to me, "Good." I couldn't really understand him, so I asked again, but I didn't really want to hear him talk again because his breath was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
It probably melted my loose nose hairs.
Oh, Jerry, that's terrible.
He repeated it.
ram it!
He screamed right in my face at that same moment. I got knocked to the floor. Can you believe that?
The floor, Jerry. Jerry, was the floor dirty?
It was very dirty. I could see.
Jerry, that's bad hygiene.
I actually saw dust on the floor.
Jerry, if there's dust on the floor, that means people weren't walking there. What kind of bar did you go to? You can't go to an empty bar. You gotta have friends.
I got up and said right to his face, "Ram it, do that again." And he did. Can you believe that?
Jerry,
I got up,
you
pulled
were
up.
obviously being sarcastic, Jerry. I mean, why would he do it again if you were just saying to do it
I
again?
don't know. He didn't get the gesture of that.
Well, Jerry, that's just ridiculous. I mean, people can't just do that, Jerry. It's never too late to tell. You could tell the police right now.
I would have, but I stood right back up, tightened my belt, pulled up my trousers up to my belly button. Up to my belly button.
Of course, Jerry. You gotta do that to get the confidence boost.
I got my fist right out, and I was about to clock him right in the chin.
Jerry, right in his gamma.
Guess,
ram it!
But guess what happened right then?
Oh, what happened, Jerry?
I pissed my pants.
Jerry, did you piss out of fear again?
I did. I'll be honest.
Jerry, you should have just left right there.
I should have, but I didn't, Jerry.
Jerry, that's where they always fall.
I figured that I embarrassed myself enough that night that I actually pulled down my pants as I was peeing and peed right on his elbow.
Jerry.
He swung a punch at my face. I dodged it. It clipped the hair of my hair.
Jerry!
That's how close it was.
That's
I ran
really
out
close.
I ran out with my pants down, pulled my pants, tripped over a curb.
Oh.
Right on my chin. I have a little thing. Can you see that?
I can see it. I see it. It's a divot.
Yeah,
It's
a
right
divot.
there.
It is a divot.
Jerry.
Okay, so I walked home, and that's the end of the story. Can you believe that?
Jerry, that's great. I love it.
I do too.
It sounded like a fun day. We should go back to that bar sometime. It sounds like a swell time.
We should.
Just stellar.
I'm gonna put on a big mustache so I can be as cool as that guy was. Because he seemed really
was
cool.
really cool. Okay. Well, Jerry, it seems we're out of time for today.
Okay.
We'll talk to all you Jerrys later.
Talk to you later.